Good morning. If you could take your seat, we're going to start the program shortly. Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tim Vu, and I am the Associate Dean and Director of the Regional Criminal Justice Training Center at Golden West College. I want to welcome you to the Basic Academy Class 173 graduation ceremony. Please welcome the recruits as they enter the auditorium. In a salute to our great nation, and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and the inspirational message. Class Vice President Robert Tinoco will lead the Pledge of Allegiance. Following him will be Class Chaplain Tyson Heaton to lead us with an inspirational message.
Please join in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Please pause.
Please pause.
Please pause.
Reset. Up.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order. Up.
Hello, everyone. I'm Chaplain Recruit Heaton. Please join me in bowing our heads in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you this day for the opportunity to serve. We thank you for the knowledge gained and the abilities learned. We thank you for the hours spent bettering ourselves for our communities. We thank you for the sacrifices of our families and friends made in support given through the Academy. We ask, Lord, for a blessing of comfort over our friends and families as we enter this field. Lord, we ask a blessing of protection over us as we enter this field. We ask for the fortitude to be leaders in times of trial, for the strength to overcome darkness, and for the courage to righteously uphold the law. We pray for our fellow brothers and sisters in arms, that we will be complementary to their years of service. Lord, again, we thank you for this responsibility and say this in your name. Amen.
The Golden West College Police Academy has a tradition of honoring those California peace officers killed in the line of duty during each class when they're in session. Unfortunately, during the tenure of Class 173, there were 2 peace officers who sacrificed their lives in service to their community.
Reset. Up.
Officer Matthew Bowen, Vacaville Police Department, end of watch, July 11th, 2024. Officer Austin Machetar, San Diego Police Department, end of watch, August 26, 2024. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Ready, seat.
It is my pleasure to introduce our honored guests, the chiefs of police and district officials that support our program. Representing the Coast Community College District Board of Trustee Vice President Jim Moreno. Representing Golden West College, President Meredith Randall. Vice President of Instruction, Dr. Jennifer Kalspiketz. Also down there, we have our center coordinator, John Wolf. John's shy. He should be on stage, but he prefers to be down there. From the Oxnard Police Department, and our today's keynote speaker, Chief Jason Benitez. From the Alhambra Police Department, Chief Garrett Kennedy. From the Anaheim Police Department, Chief Rick Armendariz. From the Bell Gardens Police Department, Chief Paul Camacho. From the Brea Police Department, Chief Adam Hawley. From the Department of Alcoholic Beverage Control, Chief Deputy Director Frank Robles. From the Department of Motor Vehicles, Chief Christina Michelle. From the Fountain Valley Police Department, Chief Michael Ishii. From the Garden Grove Police Department, Chief Amir Alfara. From the Laguna Beach Police Department, Chief Jeff Calvert. From the Monrovia Police Department, Chief Heath Harvey. From the Orange Police Department, Chief Dan Adams. From the Santa Ana Police Department, Deputy Chief Matt Sorensen. From the Santa Barbara Police Department, Chief Kelly Gordon. From the Westminster Police Department, Deputy Chief Cameron Nauerhays. I would also ask all of our current and retired military and law enforcement personnel to please stand as we recognize their service to our great nation. Thank you. Each Academy class is assigned an executive training officer. I'd like to introduce the ETO for class 173. Scott Osmus is a 20-year law enforcement professional. He joined our staff at the Regional Criminal Justice Training Center in 2008. In addition to being an executive training officer, he instructs patrol techniques, crimes in progress, and vehicle pullovers, and is a member of our lifetime fitness and field problem staff. At the Cypress Police Department, he is the operations lieutenant and SWAT commander. Ladies and gentlemen, ETO Lieutenant Osmus.
Welcome and thank you for your attendance today. The recruits have worked diligently for the past 6 months, and I'm sure they appreciate your presence for this momentous occasion. The past 6 months probably felt like an eternity for the recruits, but it is truly the beginning of their journey into law enforcement. The Academy represents the foundation for recruits to transition into a field training officer program at their respective agencies. Class 173's recruit training staff represents a critical component of the recruits' training. The staff embodies a vast degree of experience, with staff members currently assigned to or having previous experience in patrol, various detective and investigative units, canine, undercover operations, SWAT, crisis negotiations, training, personnel and administrative assignments, and community policing. The recruit training staff binds the classroom lessons to the practical exercises, bridging the gap between the police academy and the field training officer program these recruits now face. They provide daily counsel, guidance, instruction, and support, and at the end of the day, truly care for the success of each recruit. We are proud to be here today to celebrate their graduation as they move into the next training phase. I will now introduce the primary recruit training officers for Class 173, and you can place a face with the names you've heard in your households. Please hold your applause until all the RTOs have been introduced. Lieutenant Robert Nelson with the Tustin Police Department. Lieutenant Robert Nelson of the Tustin Police Department, Corporal Judith Valdez with the Santa Ana Police Department, Corporal Tony Manzano, Laguna Beach Police Department, Detective Maurice King, Orange Police Department, Detective Jake Otto, Seal Beach Police Department, Officer Audrey Chang, Anaheim Police Department, and Officer Brandon Lander, Anaheim Police Department. RTOs not in attendance today due to scheduling conflicts are Sergeant Elena Clark with the Downey Police Department, Detective Carol Natividad, retired Orange Police Department, and Officer Anahi Alvarez with the Brea Police Department. And although not an RTO, I would be remiss if I didn't mention Administrative Secretary Cindy Onis, who truly is responsible for all the behind-the-scenes work that takes place at the Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, the recruit training staff for Class 173. The Golden West College Regional Criminal Justice Training Center was certified by the California Commission on Peace Officer Standards and Training, which is POST, in 1960, and was the first academy presenter in California to be certified under the affiliation of a community college. Today, virtually all academies in California have adopted this model. None of the many concepts we focus on here at the center are more important than character. We stress personal character as a core component of our training. We have partnered with the Josephson Institute of Ethics to ensure this message is woven into each curriculum component. Every day, the recruits visibly see the 6 pillars of character and are continually reminded throughout the academy of their importance in law enforcement. We encourage our recruits to adopt these principles in their personal lives and help those in our communities who are less fortunate. The class participated in several community service events during their tenure at the academy, including the Red Cross Blood Drive, Officers Give Hope, Veterans Day Appreciation event at Golden West College. To the family and friends of Class 173, today is not just a celebration of these officers' hard work and dedication. It's a recognition of the role each of you has played in their journey. Behind every successful recruit is a circle of support. Your patience, your sacrifices, and your belief in them. You've been the strength that helped them through the challenges, the encouragement that pushed them forward, and today we honor not just their achievements, but the unwavering love and support that you've provided along the way. We share this proud moment with you. And to the future police officers of Class 173, today marks a significant milestone in your journey. This path that you've chosen is one that few have the courage to walk. It demanded long hours of study, hard work, and countless personal sacrifices. You faced challenges that tested not only your strength, but your moral compass, your perseverance, and your ability to overcome adversity. Today, you stand tall before us as a testament to all that effort. You are now part of something much larger than yourselves. You are joining the ranks of an honorable profession, one that calls for more than just knowledge and training. It demands empathy, integrity, and an unwavering commitment to serving others. You are not just law enforcement officers, you are the protectors of our community, the guardians standing between peace and disorder. The road ahead won't always be easy. There will be moments when you'll face situations that challenge you beyond what you can imagine. But in those moments, I urge you to hold fast to the core values that brought you here today: honor, duty, and courage. Never forget that you have earned the trust of the people you will serve, and that your trust is the most important responsibility. When things get tough, remember that you are never alone. Lean on each other, lean on your fellow officers, and lean on the community that you are now serving to protect. We're all in this together. It's through this unity that we overcome obstacles and continue to serve with excellence. I want to leave you with one final thought. As you leave here today, take with you not only the skills you've developed, but the sense of purpose that led you here. Keep your hearts and minds grounded in the values that define our profession. lead with compassion, act with integrity, and carry your badge with pride. Congratulations, graduates. We are proud of you, and the community is stronger because of your commitment to serve. Welcome to the family. Class President Ferreira will now say a few words.
Good morning. I am proud to stand before you representing Class 173, the Bell Gardens Police Department, and my family. Before I begin, I want to thank ETO Lieutenant Osmus and the Academy staff who take time out of their busy schedule to guide us. Specifically, I want to thank RTO Officer Lander, our class's full-time RTO. Thank you for your dedication, mentorship, and guidance. Today marks a pinnacle moment in a relentless process for Class 173, one that spanned 24 weeks, 168 days, or 4,000 hours. During this time, we as a class, along with our families and supporters, have been fully committed and dedicated to this program. Though not every hour is spent on Academy grounds, every moment of this process has prepared us for what lies ahead. Everything has revolved around this moment. For some of us, this journey began long before the Academy even started. With dedication, each of us embarked on the path to becoming a law enforcement officer. This journey stemmed from cadet programs, college, the workforce, and military experience. We all participated in the detailed and thorough hiring process, which for some of us took as long as a year. Along the way, some of Class 173 faced rejections, injuries, setbacks, and uncertainty. Despite any stumbles, failures, or rejections, each recruit was completely dedicated to becoming a law enforcement officer. What it came down to are the values each recruit decided to distill in their lives. These values, which we hold dear, guide us, whether we felt like it or not. In the early mornings and late nights, we lived and breathed this academy. However, we did not sacrifice alone. It would be impossible to ignore the fact that everyone in this room has played a part in why we are here today. Fathers, mothers, wives, husbands, children, friends, I thank you. You have been the pillar of our success and the anchor we rely on. This day is truly for you all. Every step of the way, you have stood by our side. And without you, we would not be here. Through sleepless nights, emotional moments, and the uncertainty of the academy, you were there for us. You sacrificed in supporting us. Some became new parents, lost loved ones, missing out on first steps, birthdays, and precious moments. But today, we stand here not just for ourselves, but for everyone who has helped us get here. This is just the beginning of our continued sacrifices. We will work early mornings, late into the night, but we know you will stand by us, support us, and be patient with us as we move forward. We chose this path knowing the sacrifices our families would make, and we did so knowing everyone here is strong enough for us to become police officers. Once again, I thank you. Our class thanks you today as much as our celebration of our loyalty, support, and love as it is of your achievements. Lastly, Class 173. As we move forward in this career, remember those who are here today. Keep them close to your heart. You have an obligation to them to hold yourself accountable as you serve and protect your community. They see you today in a light of respect, trust, and honor, and it's up to you to uphold that image. When times are hard, remember them. When you feel like quitting, remember them. And above all, honor them every single day. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to introduce our keynote speaker today, Chief Jason Benitez from the Oxnard Police Department. Chief Benitez became Oxnard's 22nd Chief of Police on December 29, 2020. He joined the Oxnard Police Department in 1993 after graduating from UCLA and attending the U.S. Naval Academy. Throughout his career, Chief Benitez has worked in various roles, including patrol officer, field training officer, beat officer, and detective before promoting to the rank of sergeant in 2001. He later served as a commander and assistant chief overseeing various bureaus, including field services, investigative services, and administrative services. He played a key role in developing the neighborhood policing strategy and has served on the California Peace Chiefs Association Board of Directors since 2021. He graduated from the California Post Command College in 2008. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Benitez.
Good morning. First off, I would like to thank Golden West College, especially to its criminal justice training program, for its hospitality to our agency, which is actually 100 miles from here. Coming in today, I thought we were going to be the furthest agency away, but I was very pleasantly surprised to see that Santa Barbara Police Department also has some students here as well, which is testimony to the quality of this program. I'd like to thank Director Tim Vu for his dedication and partnership and offering me the privilege to actually stand here this morning. I'd also like to thank the Academy officers, TAC officers, and the staff, as well as the colleagues, the families, friends, and loved ones that are here today supporting your cadet, as well as public safety. It's really great to see a packed house here. So to the regular basic class 173. You've heard this before, but yes, today is a great day. Today is your day. It's a day that shows your commitment and your perseverance. It's a day of achievement. Today is a day that you will carry with you for the rest of your lives. At the close of this ceremony, you will embark upon a career, a long journey through law enforcement. Now, though the ceremony is about you and all the individual achievements that you have succeeded at, it goes far beyond you as individuals. It's also about those sitting to either side of you as you represent this class. It's also about all of those that you see sitting here in this audience, family, friends, and loved ones who have provided you the support. It's also about everybody outside of this building. They are the community that you have sworn to serve. It's also about the law enforcement profession, as you are not only our representatives, but you are the next generation. You're part of the future. So that topic, when we talk about the future, we tend to look back in time to see how much things have changed. Law enforcement is an ever-evolving profession. So when I began my career, the veteran officers would tell me about how much things have changed since they started. Now I'm able to see how much law enforcement and policing has changed since I started this profession 31 years ago. So at the risk of portraying myself as an ancient relic, I'll just point out a few things that I see when I look back. When I was new to the job, more prisons were being built. This goal has now been reversed, and so our state is actually seeking to reduce that. First Amendment audits. There was no such thing when I started that. Now they're very common. We've seen the legalization of cannabis. Who would have thought you could walk to your local neighborhood dispensary and pick up a few grams of Willie Nelson? 10 years ago, Proposition 47 decriminalized drugs such as heroin, cocaine, methamphetamine. Not surprisingly, the number of overdose and fatal overdoses has skyrocketed over the years. And now, the pendulum seems to be swinging somewhat the other way, with Proposition 36's passing last month. It goes into effect next week. Some accountability measures are being restored. That, however, has yet to be figured out. Swatting hadn't been invented then. Mass shootings at schools were not something that we read about in the newspaper every day. We didn't widely deploy tasers or pepper ball launchers or other less than lethal devices. We basically had a can of OC spray, a baton, and a pistol. To provide some context, very few people actually had cell phones in 1993. When we were in the field and we were asked to contact dispatch, we literally had to go to a payphone and dial 911. And so for some of you in the audience, I'm looking over here, for those in the audience, a payphone was a publicly placed metal box with a lot of numbered push buttons on it and a corded handle. People would feed money, coins into this box, and then talk to the person on the other side. On each patrol shift, we signed out 1 or 2 cell phones, and they were literally like bricks. We would tape record our contacts with the public. And so when body-worn cameras first appeared, officers really, they plain old hated them. They resisted them. Now today, they don't want to go 10-8 without them. Officers are always on camera now, whether by body cam or citizens' cell phones, constantly watched, you're constantly recorded, and you are constantly scrutinized. And going viral back then used to mean doing something more along the lines of making you go see the doctor. So anyway, I could keep going on with all these things, but I did learn one thing. There are 2 things that cops hate: change and the way things are right now. So you'll see during the course of your career, the job will evolve and it will change. Resist the notion of becoming stuck with the status quo and not developing and evolving with the times. If you are able to maintain a forward-looking perspective, all the better. On the chessboard of life, try to think ahead 2 to 3 moves into the problem. So I've learned a number of things over the years, and some of these were lessons that were easy to learn, some of them were learned the hard way. But I'd like to share a few of these with you, but also challenge you to always keep these in mind. You got a transcript of this speech today. I want you to maybe challenge you to go back and look at this periodically and say, you know, that guy was, that crazy guy on the stage, he was right. Might have learned a few things. So, and I'll tell this actually to everybody here, that some basic things that we've learned. Work hard, but work smart. You've been in the classroom environment for the past 6 months. You've been in a very intense, structured environment. You've done a lot of marching. You do chant cadences. You know, your recital of the Pledge of Allegiance is, I'd say, nothing short of intense. Time to take those things down a notch as you exit the laboratory and you enter the real world. Develop your skills to talking to people, not at them, but also at listening to them. You're being sworn in as peace officer, and it means just that. About 99% of the time, you're there to promote keeping the peace. About 1% of the time, maybe even less, you may need to flip that switch on. Be prepared for that 1%, and be sure when you flip that switch that you maintain the utmost in control and restraint. Some key ingredients to success in this profession include common sense, safety, patience, and empathy. Drive safely. Know that there is a big difference between what you can do and what you should do. Consider the optics of your actions. That is, think about how others, such as the public, would view something. Something that is lawful and within policy can still look very, very terrible to the community. Take the time to engage in positive activities with your community. You're part of them and you're there to help. This is why you should be signing up. Be there for the community that you serve, and they will in turn be there for you. Have the courage to do what is right. It may not be the easiest path for you. In fact, may be the most fraught with difficulties. Your decisions about doing right will contribute to how you will be regarded when it is all said and done. Great policing strategies involve problem solving. Start by considering the simplest possible solution and go from there. Sometimes a problem can be solved with an arrest, but please realize you can't simply arrest your way out of problems. You have the right to take the liberty away from others. It must always be taken into consideration with the utmost seriousness. Respect. Respect is essential. That includes respect for the laws that you are sworn to enforce, respect for all other persons, regardless of their station in life. I guarantee you that with respect, there is karma. Very importantly, maintain life balance. Take good care of yourselves, physically and emotionally. Take care of your families. Take care of your families as well. Show appreciation for the support that they give you and give them the opportunity to provide you with feedback. I learned this one later in my career. Try to do something kind each day that helps another person. Even a small act of kindness can go a long way. Each day that you come to work, and each day that you show up is an opportunity to invest in your legacy. Think about this today. How do you want to be remembered when your law enforcement career draws to a close? And lastly, stand up for those who cannot stand up for themselves. Whether your badge is in the shape of a shield or a star, it symbolizes protection. Again, I would like to welcome you to this noble profession and also thank you for choosing it. Godspeed, and I wish you great success in your careers. Thank you.
Now for the reason we are all here, the presentation of the diplomas and badges. Each recruit will be called on stage and receive their diploma, and family members will pin on their badge. Representing the Alhambra Police Department, Chief Kennedy. Frank Lee. Frank is being pinned by his parents, Sam and Vandy, his two sisters, Christy and Jessica, and his girlfriend, Taylor. Frank has an associate's degree in criminal justice. Before the academy, he worked security at Hollywood Park Casino. His favorite academy moment was when ETO Lieutenant Nelson came into the arrest and control room, removed his gear, and had a grappling match with several recruits. Brianne Arona. Brianne is being pinned by her father, former Los Angeles Metropolitan Officer Michael Arona. She was a police clerk at the Alhambra Police Department prior to starting the academy and looks forward to serving her community. Her favorite memory from the academy was when Recruit Robinson knocked out her front tooth chasing RTO Corporal Manzano during a foot pursuit. Ultimately, he got away. Representing the Anaheim Police Department, Chief Armandaris. Tyson Heaton. Tyson is being pinned by his wife, Amanda, who is an emergency department nurse at Mission Hospital. Tyson previously attended Grand Canyon University, where he graduated with a bachelor's degree in business management. His favorite memory of the academy was watching Gary Sims, who was one of the instructors, get arrested on a weekly basis. Daniel Lopez. Daniel is being pinned by his mother, Graciela, and father, Esteban. He was a police cadet at the Anaheim Police Department prior to joining the police academy. His favorite memory from the academy was when the recruits scrambled out of the locker room and into the classroom with their belongings thrown everywhere. He lost one of his boots and couldn't find it until he saw ETO Lieutenant Triplett place it on the podium in front of the classroom. Representing the Bell Gardens Police Department, Chief Camacho. Matthew Ferreira. Matthew is being pinned by his grandmother, Glenda, a retired Huntington Beach Police Department civilian employee. Matthew served active duty in the United States Coast Guard, is now serving in the reserves. He looks forward to continuing his service in the armed forces and now as a police officer. His favorite memory from the academy was during arrest and control when he lost his mat shoes and made everyone in the platoon take off and double check their shoes just to find out that he was wearing them the whole time. Representing the Brea Police Department, Chief Hawley. Eric Amesqua. Eric is being pinned by his wife, Alejandra, daughter Jaylee, mother Esperanza, and father Mario. Eric was a LAPD detention officer prior to joining the police academy. His favorite memory from the academy was when ETO Lieutenant Nelson made everyone change out to PT gear on a Saturday morning, and the whole class was caught by surprise. But they worked together to lend each other the equipment. Alexander Avila. Alexander is being pinned by his father, Alex, who is a retired deputy chief of police from the city of Long Beach, mother Miriam, brother Adrian, and sister Natalie. He was a jailer for the city of Brea prior to getting the opportunity to join the police academy. His favorite memory from the academy is when he accidentally made the class do 180 burpees for being bad at math. David Ortega. David is being pinned by his wife, Jacqueline, father, Reuben, and mother, Laura. David is a Cal State Fullerton graduate. He is looking forward to serving the community and wants to become a canine officer. His favorite memory from the academy was on Halloween morning when ETO Lieutenant Nelson yelled at the recruits in formation while wearing a wolf mask. Representing the Department of Alcoholic Beverage Control, Chief Deputy Director Robles. Jose Arteaga. Jose is being pinned by his uncle, Eddie Gutierrez, a supervising agent in charge for the Department of ABC. Jose previously received his bachelor's degree in communications from UC San Diego. His favorite memory of the academy was watching Recruit Ferreira imitate the way recruits Jackson and Fabian march. Representing the Department of Motor Vehicles, Chief Michelle. Joseph Gaxiola. Joseph is being pinned by his wife Valerie, two sons, Joseph and Austin, daughter Adeline, and parents George and Kathy. Joseph has his bachelor's degree from Cal State Dominguez Hills and previously worked for CalPERS. His favorite memory of the academy was running to the Jody when my granny was 91 for almost every single Lifetime Fitness session. David Maguillan. David is being pinned by his mother, Anna, and father, Elias. He was a special investigator assistant for the DMV Investigations Division prior to joining the police academy. David has his bachelor's degree in criminal justice from Cal State Fullerton. His favorite memory of the academy was hearing each RTO pronounce his last name differently. Jordan Stallworth. Jordan is being pinned by his wife Chelsea, daughter Nori, brother Trevon, and parents Keith and Andrea. Jordan has his bachelor's degree from Cal State East Bay and previously worked for DMV as an examiner. His favorite memory of the academy was his time spent at EVOC and learning how to drive with emergency lights and sirens. Yes, ma'am. Representing the Fountain Valley Police Department, Chief Ishii. Robert Tinoco. Robert is being pinned by his wife Linda, daughter Isabel, son Manny, and mother Debbie. Robert has his bachelor's degree in kinesiology from Cal State Dominguez Hills. His favorite memory of the academy was watching recruit Dawson bark as if he was a canine to gain compliance during a scenario. Arthur Vega. Arthur is being pinned by his son Isaiah, wife Nikki, daughter Ever, and other daughter Foster. Arthur received his bachelor's degree in psychology from Vanguard University. He is looking forward to serving the community he lives in. His favorite memory of the academy was going to EVOC and building a bond with his classmates that will last forever. Representing the Garden Grove Police Department, Chief Alfara. Jorge Arellano. Jorge is being joined on stage by his mother, father, uncle, and brother. He is being pinned by his brother Julian. Jorge previously attended UC Santa Barbara and Concordia University Irvine, where he received a BA in sociology and 2 master's degrees in athletic administration and coaching and exercise science. His favorite moment in the academy was when RTO Sergeant Clark noticed his Class A tie was too short and asked if he bought it at Baby Gap. Jose Chacon. Jose is being pinned by his mom, Lorraine, and his girlfriend, Yahira. Jose previously attended Cal State Fullerton, where he received a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. He is looking forward to serving the community he grew up in and aspires to work in gangs in the future. His favorite memory of the academy was when RTO Detective King called him two-piece Chacon. Mary Kim. Mary is being pinned by her dad, Tony, and her mom, Jane. She was a police cadet prior to joining the police academy. Her favorite memory from the academy was when she had to wear Recruit Robinson's running shoes that were 5 sizes bigger than her own, thinking it wouldn't be obvious until ETO Lieutenant Nelson immediately called her out. Ivana Robinson. Ivana is being pinned by her husband, Dante, and her son, Rory. She previously served in the United States Navy and left active duty in January of this year. Her favorite memory from the academy was every Friday at the safety debrief when I would ask her if she was watching Cars 1, 2, or 3 with her son over the weekend. Representing the Laguna Beach Police Department, Chief Calvert. Thomas Brickman. Thomas is being pinned by his wife, Brooke. Prior to being accepted to the police academy, he worked in industrial manufacturing building sandblasters. His favorite moment from the academy was when RTO Detective King called him Nature Boy and made him woo like Ric Flair. Kai Diamond. Kai is being pinned by his wife Sage, a paramedic and former ocean lifeguard specialist for Los Angeles County Fire Department, and their 11-month-old son Fletcher. Kai completed his associate's degree in anthropology at Saddleback College. His favorite memory from the academy was having to carry a picture of his pets, Leroy and Rodney, in his pocket for 21 weeks because RTO Detective King asked him to. Representing the Monrovia Police Department, Chief Harvey. Joseph Fernandez. Joseph is being pinned by his brother Vincent Delgado, his mother Marissa, and his 3 sisters, Lizette, Samantha, and Zena, and his brother-in-law George. He previously worked as a parking enforcement officer for the Covina Police Department and looks forward to passing the FTO program and continuing his passion in bodybuilding. His favorite memory from the academy was being told by RTO Corporal Manzano during Lifetime Fitness, "You sprint like the officer from the movie Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs." Representing the Orange Police Department, Chief Adams. Devon Jackson. Devon is being pinned by his uncle, retired Chief of Police for the SBCC District, Alvin Jackson, his mother, Jacqueline, father, Curtis, twin brother, Dewan, and girlfriend, Kia. Previously, he was an EMT and looks forward to providing quality service to the city of Orange and wants to one day become a SWAT medic. His favorite memory of the academy was learning how to conduct vehicle pullovers and all of the scenario training. Wesley Wade. Wes is being pinned by his fiancée Liz and his mother Sandra. Before the police academy, he worked in the surf industry. His favorite memory from the academy is when Chief Cox yelled at him for being weird in the RTO office while wearing a blonde woman's wig. Representing the Oxnard Police Department, Chief Benitez. Jerry Figueroa. Jerry is being pinned by his father, retired Oxnard police officer Sergio, his mother Karina, grandfather Sergio, and grandmother Soledad. He is looking forward to serving the community he was born and raised in and hopes to join the Special Enforcement Unit. His favorite memory from the academy was when the RTOs made Recruit Lopez get in the front leaning rest and leave ETO Lieutenant Triplett a voicemail for losing his baton for the fifth time that day. Ivan Lamrano. Ivan is being pinned by his father Igor and his mother Hisela and his brother Igor. Ivan was a traffic service assistant prior to joining the academy. He is looking forward to protecting his community and wants to be a canine officer. His favorite memory from the academy was when RTO Detective King asked him 10:36, and instead of answering with what time it was, he responded with, "Water bottles, sir?" Matthew Tinney. Matthew is being pinned by his wife Jessica, his mother Patricia, and his father Thomas, a retired LAPD officer of 34 years. Matthew was a behavior specialist before the academy and looks forward to protecting the community of Oxnard. His favorite memory of the academy was when he yelled "enter" himself before he actually entered the RTO office. Representing the Santa Ana Police Department, Deputy Chief Sorensen. Ian Staggs. Ian is being pinned by his girlfriend Gabriella and his daughter Shiloh. His goal is to successfully pass his training program and one day become a field training officer. His most memorable moment was explaining to ETO Lieutenant Nelson how Cheez-Its are a simple carbohydrate. Representing the Santa Barbara Police Department, Chief Gordon. Sebastian Arias. Sebastian is being pinned by mom and dad Bruno and Lorena, along with his brother Bruno, sister Jasmine, niece Janice, nephew Jonathan, and girlfriend Angelica. His favorite memory of the academy was marching onto campus during week 13 when the staff reset the class to day 1. He reassured the class by saying, "Hey, maybe we aren't getting reset since they aren't wearing their Smokey the Bear hats today." Kapil Dawson. Kapil is being pinned by his wife Deepa, daughter Medaswi, father Sean, and mother Ramsey. Prior to the academy, Kapil was a music teacher and Uber driver. His favorite memory from the academy was using Recruit Fernandez as a human shield during an ambush scenario. Ramon Gonzalez. Ramon is being pinned by his wife Uvia and his sons Liam and Lionel. He previously served in the United States Army and left after active duty in February of this year. He wants to be a canine officer. His favorite memory from the academy was when Chief Cox walked through Scenario Village wearing a blonde wig during a live scenario. Jonathan McGowan. Jonathan is being pinned by his father, Frank, and his girlfriend, Tatiana. He looks forward to serving and protecting the community of Santa Barbara. His favorite memory of the academy is when an RTO staff member called him Dances with Wolves on the grinder. Representing the Westminster Police Department, Deputy Chief Nauerhays. Jacob Fabian. Jacob is being pinned by his father Ramon, mother Christina, brother Christian, his two sisters, his girlfriend Kelly, brother-in-law Edgar, and sister-in-law Viviana. He looks forward to starting and completing FTO and hopes to join the West County SWAT team in the future, as well as become a gang detective. His favorite memory of the academy was going to the gym for Lifetime Fitness, working out with RTO Officer Samarin, and getting tips on how to get arms like his. Anthony Gonzalez Mata. Anthony is being pinned by his mother, Veronica, and father, Edgar. Anthony looks forward to serving the community where he was raised in and hopes to join the Criminal Apprehension Gang Enforcement Unit, as well as become a gang detective. His favorite memory from the academy was conducting building searches with live simunition rounds. Richard Cook. Richard is being pinned by his father Kenny and mother Kathy. He was a police aide prior to joining the police academy. His favorite memory of the academy was being arrested by RTO Detective Otto on the grinder while in formation. Dung Pham. Dung is being pinned by his wife Thuy, his daughter Lynn, and his son Hui. He has a bachelor's degree in computer science from Cal State University, Sacramento, and was a data analyst for SoCal Edison prior to joining the police academy. His favorite memory from the academy was having to find and retrieve 12 leaves on the grinder as discipline. At this point in the program, we would like to recognize some outstanding achievements in Class 173. While it is certainly quite an achievement just to complete the academy, finishing at the top of the class in a given discipline is even more commendable. For academic achievement, this recruit received 636 points out of a possible 675 points for a total score of 94%. From the Santa Ana Police Department, Ian Staggs. For the award of firearms, this recruit scored a total of 199.7 points out of a possible 200 points for a 99%, with 4 handgun tests and 4 shotgun tests. From the Anaheim Police Department, Tyson Heaton. For the award of Lifetime Fitness, this recruit scored 195 points out of a possible 200 points for a percentage of 98%. From the Santa Barbara Police Department, Kapil Dawson. For the award of report writing, this recruit scored 199 points out of a possible 200 for a percentage of 99%. From the Santa Ana Police Department, Ian Staggs. For the award of field problems or scenarios, this recruit received 194 points out of a possible 200 points for a score of 98%. From the Oxnard Police Department, Matthew Tinney. And lastly, for the honor recruit, which is the overall score of all of those disciplines that I just mentioned combined. This recruit scored a total of 1,407 points out of a total of 1,470 possible points for an overall score of 96%. From the Santa Ana Police Department, Ian Staggs.
The Director's Award is presented to the student that demonstrates exemplary personal character, trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, justice and fairness, caring and civic virtue, and citizenship. These 6 pillars of characters are the values promoted in our program. The class nominates their peers, who they believe is the most deserving of this recognition, and the RTO staff reviews the nomination for final recommendation to me. Comments made for this recruit. This person has been a huge impact in the class, always takes initiative to do the things before anyone asks, respectful and takes responsibility, caring person and takes time to listen to others. This recruit arrives on the academy grounds ready to work and comes prepared, respectful to all recruits and is very helpful with anything they ask him to do. Exemplary recruit, constantly holds himself to a higher standard and dedicates himself to the academy. It is my pleasure to announce the recipient for Class 173 Director's Award. From the Anaheim Police Department, Tyson Heaton. I would now like to introduce the Huntington Beach Assistance League. Their mission is transforming the lives of children and adults through their community program. One such program is their partnership with the Regional Criminal Justice Training Center towards scholarships to our graduates who are veterans of the armed services and those who start the academy as self-sponsored recruits. These ladies donated $5,000 to each of the veterans for a total of $20,000 to this class. Ladies, please stand and be recognized. I would also like to recognize those recipients. Matthew Ferrer, United States Coast Guard. Ramon Gonzalez, United States Army. Ivana Robinson, United States Navy. Ian Staggs, United States Marine Corps. Thank you. I'd also like to thank the class for their donation to the center. They donated a gift of $500 to the center. Thank you for that. So the next part of our program, we have a 3-hour video for you. I'm just kidding. My president loves them. Longer the better, she tells me. Anyways, what I'd like to do is I'd like to have the dignitaries on stage. There's seats right in the front. If you can exit the stage to the right here and take a seat to the front.
today is going to be crazy. The next 6 months are going to be crazy, but I know it's going to fly by and I'm going to get through this.
You know, I wanted to be involved in a community that I really love, be that pivotal role model in the community that everyone can look up to.
Not really sure what to expect. No, it's gonna be a little rough today, but we got each other, so we'll get through it. Filled with adrenaline right now.
Feel ready.
I'm ready.
We're ready.
Anxious. Let's get this day over with.
Feeling good. A little nervous. Should be a fun day. Yeah.
Like it'd be a lot easier to be a firefighter.
It's my dream. It's make it or break it time.
Let's go.
Just don't give up, guys.
Toss, attack, hot, forward, march.
As soon as we walked through that gate, it was on.
I just magically saw them running through the gate right now. Is that what it is?
A lot of push-ups, a lot of yelling.
Hey, sir! Your backs! Get your backs! Let's go! Let's go!
If you don't want this, you can turn around.
It's okay. You can go back. You can go back home. You can go to sleep. You can go to your own bed. It's okay. You don't have to be here.
Yes, sir! I can't see everything! Yes, sir! You're now the new squad leader for number 2. Yes, sir! All the way down! Oh, sir! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! No, the other shoulder, guy! Let's go! Hurry up! I'll guarantee it! Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
I think everyone prepares for it in different ways. You think you know what you're going to expect, and then the gates open, you walk through, and it's game on, and it all kind of blurs out, and you just take it in strides.
I was immediately replaced this morning, sir. It is my first instinct that you will not pass this police academy.
What did I tell you on Friday?
Have them shine down.
Exactly. What did you not do?
I think they put that stress on us because we're going to be experiencing that stress out in the streets as police officers. We're going to be dealing with lots of different kind of people, and we have to maintain our composure.
Sir, go towards the flags. I'm the drink for the California state flag.
The place by my house. The place by my house.
Alhambra took a chance on you. You better show them you know what you're doing. Yes, sir.
Well, being a police officer, you're going to have to deal with people who are going to push your buttons. It's going to stress you out. This training here at the Academy is specifically designed to train you to deal with all that stress and be able to handle pretty much someone yelling in your face, and really, you just have to keep your cool.
With the words investigations followed by... You gotta just keep smiling through it, man. Keep calm. Try and keep your head about you. Answer as many questions as you can. Take the punishment when it comes. The suck's gotta end eventually.
It's all a purpose, so when we get through it, we stick together as a class, make it happen.
So far, it's been great. You know, just getting yelled at, chewed out all day, but it's fun. Sometimes. Until I'm on the ground for like 10 minutes, but it's fun.
OC, that was fun.
Probably the worst day of the academy for me.
Excited, nervous. Gotta come here with an empty mind, man. Just make sure we're ready for this. We won't be ready, but gotta embrace the suck.
Nervous. I don't like stuff in my eyes. I don't wear contacts. I always wear glasses, so we'll suffer together.
We're down the night. Get back.
What's your name?
Get back.
Not too bad. It's like hot sauce in the eye.
I'll say this. Pain is temporary. Quitting is forever. Stay in the fight. It hurts, burns, but stay in the fight.
That is not fun. Don't recommend it, for sure.
Let's go. Come on.
feeling horrible.
It's the worst pain of my life.
Definitely would get tased 10,000 times over than go through this again, though.
I understand.
Honestly, so like, all you're doing is like focusing on the burning, right? You can't see. Your face feels like a volcano is in it. That's all you can think about. So the push-ups are just kind of like anything to get your mind off of this right now.
Nervous, but I'm just ready to embrace the pain.
I've learned a lot. It's changed my perspective, my approach on life. I think it's pushed me to my max.
There you go.
Stop. I was pouring on you.
I can see, I'm blinking, but I can't see.
I got you. Stay calm. Breathe. You breathe.
Tasted all right.
Credit to the people who did this on 2 eyes, not a chance.
Horrible, sir. I don't know who's speaking to me right now, but it was horrible.
You got it, Jackson.
It's not that bad. Taser's worse than this.
Hey, it's always a blessing to be.
Yeah, good. Honestly, my left eye, it just feels like it's gonna blow up.
Oh my God.
DMV's finest!
Today we're at the range. It's our 3rd range day, so looking forward to continuing to get after it and get our shooting in. Coming into the academy, I haven't done much shooting before, so it's fun to learn properly and kind of get that technique down and just have fun shooting.
Learning from instructors has been great. I found out I'm such an average shooter, but I can't wait to keep on going and eventually, be great. So we'll see.
I'm not gonna lie, I started off pretty bad. I didn't really have any firearm experience, and it was a little nerve-wracking at first, but once I got in here with the instructors, they made it comfortable, and actually I'm a pretty good shot now.
The instructors have been great. They've been really helpful, just kind of like critiquing our technique and getting us to where we need to be. Super helpful and really getting us ready for what we're going to be dealing with out there. So it's been super helpful.
The academy's been the academy. It's been fun. I really do enjoy going every day. Obviously, waking up at 4 a.m. is tough, but I really like the class. I really like our RTOs. They've been getting on us for the right reasons, and I feel like they're going to teach us how to be good cops. As a class, I don't know what previous classes have said about their class, but I absolutely love my class. But we have just bonded great, and it's only been 8 weeks.
I've always been around police all my life in a bad way. I grew up in a not so stable neighborhood in Stanton, California. It really inspired me to become a police officer and help my community. My mom is very supportive of what I do, but she's a little nervous about it sometimes, but she knows that it's what I want to do, and she supports whatever I want to do. Mom, don't be nervous.
Inspected for debris or anything in the barrels. The barrels are all clear. Okay.
I'm excited.
This is my second time around, so it's good to actually go in this time. Better not miss.
we're going to start at the door. So you guys can go all the way up to the door where it's shut and cracked, and you start.
Scary, but my adrenaline's pretty high, and like I'm excited to go in there and get the suspect. So.
It went pretty well. I think we could have done better with communication and getting inside the door more smoothly. Lots to improve, but we're having fun.
Today's probably the most fun we've ever had, the whole academy.
Us recruits doing this for the first time, it's a lot taking it in, but just kind of taking it step by step, it's a lot to learn. It's going to be big for our careers.
Giving us a lot of knowledge and things to do and learn and improve on, ways to get better.
Green, I see you! Luis, put your hands up!
Oh, this week at EVOC's it's been really fun, very rewarding experience, getting to drive fast and learn a lot of new techniques, shuffle steering and all that, hitting corners. It's been a good experience.
I'm gonna try to beat my score, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. See how that goes, without hitting any corners.
Honestly, I would say it's probably one of the best parts of the academy. This EVOC is very fun. I love to drive myself, and especially that I'm able to drive fast here and just have a lot of fun and do some sharp turns. So it's been a lot of fun.
It's been good. I think all of us have gotten closer. Getting to do this type of stuff, I think, just kind of naturally brings everybody closer, getting to do high-speed pursuits and that type of stuff, so it's been good.
I've been able to learn a lot, not just about the driving, about the class as well, so it's kind of brought us together and it feels good.
Pretty good, getting better at it each time, trying to pick up the speed as we go along.
Golden West, I miss it, but it's a nice relaxing environment out here. There's no drill instructors or tax staff grilling you, which is also nice. It's a good getaway. It's amazing.
Driving the track, the RTOs have been great, and just had a good time. Hard to be away from home, away from the kids, but being up here and being with this group, it's been really nice. And
just wanted to give back and also change the perspective of the African American community, just showing that there can be black officers that actually do care about everyone.
I think about kids all the time. I think about, unfortunately for me, I needed the police when we were young, and if I could be that for somebody else, that would be great. Don't want to have anybody in that situation, but I would want to be able to help if I could, so.
Yeah, so I just always wanted to try to help the community as much as I can and be part of helping kids that need help as well to grow, and so that's what really made me want to become a police officer.
The 6 pillars of character, I'd say it's our framework. It's our structure that we can kind of lean upon. They give it to us at the beginning of the academy, and we use it throughout our career, kind of build on it. It gives us our left and right lateral limits that we can always look back onto. When it's maybe a ethical dilemma or, we're not sure what, we can look on those 6 pillars and kind of give us that guide.
Trustworthiness is what connects law enforcement officers to the communities that they serve. Officers build trust by being honest and sincere in all that they do.
Respect is crucial in law enforcement as it fosters trust and cooperation between officers and the communities that we serve. When trust is mutual, it enhances communication and ensures public safety for the rest of the community.
Responsibility is to serve and protect the community, to uphold justice and demonstrate integrity in every action we take. It is important to make a positive difference in those lives that we serve.
Justice and fairness is to treat everyone equally and not have preconceived bias. It requires us as officers to have a sound mind in order to make ethical decisions.
Caring is treating people with respect, kindness, and compassion. Always striving to build the trust of the ones we serve and helping with their safety. To care is to put the safety and well-being of others before our own.
Civic virtue and citizenship defines the moral and ethical obligation we as law enforcement officers have to serve our communities with passion, respect, integrity, and pride. It is in that commitment to service and self-sacrifice that we set the example of virtuous citizenship for the public to follow.
Trained to serve and protect. Trained to serve and protect. Courage, honor, and respect. Courage, honor, and respect. 173, we passed the test. 173, we passed the test. Dressed in blue, right to left. Dressed in blue, right to left. 173, ready to lead. 173, ready to lead. Last united, follow our creed. Last united, follow our creed. Place this badge on my heart. Place this badge on my heart. Hold the line, never part. Hold the line, never part. Who are we? RBC, Golden West Academy. We are 173. Oh!
RTO Officer Lander will now administer the Law Enforcement Code of Ethics.
Today is going to be crazy. The next 6 months.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attendance today. Prior to their dismissal, please join me in a final round of applause for Class 173. Class President Ferreira, for the final time, you may dismiss the class.